I'm John from the Nerd Social, and I'm going to give a review of last week's episode of The Expanse. First, what is this show, and some of my spoiler free thoughts on the first four seasons. The Expanse is one of my favorite shows. It's a sci fi TV show based on a book series written by the same writers for the show. It originally started on the Sci Fi channel for its first three seasons, then it was picked up by Amazon Prime. It's not a space opera like Star Wars. If anything, it's closer to Star Trek, but still feels more grounded. The show takes place in the future where there are constant tensions among humans of Earth, Mars, and the outer belt. I love this show for its world building, ensemble cast of memorable characters, and the multiple storylines going on in different places. Throw in some great visual and special effects, some mystery and thriller elements, realistic sci fi bits that please nerds like me, and you've got an addictive show. The Expanse is currently in its fifth season, and it's planned for a sixth and final season, despite plenty of material from the book series to keep it going. I speculate that this has to do with the show's budget compared to its limited size and viewership. Now, on to Season 5, Episode 6 review of The Expanse. Warning, spoilers in this review. We've had several one and done scenes with some of our favorite characters in this episode, just enough to move their stories along in what was another very good episode. We see Bobby's armored suit scene with Alex as they were escaping being boarded. That was just badass. Just great special effects and action there. This really allowed them to get out of last week's predicament when they were spotted tailing that Martian transport that was meeting up with the Belters. It's an exciting scene, and I wish there was more because I love the team up with Bobby and Alex. They got great chemistry on screen, and I love their banter back and forth. But that's it for them until next episode, so we don't see them again. Then we see Avasarala in her office. That scene where she is worried about her husband's status after Marco's attack on Earth, that's just great acting. I had previously seen Shorey Agdashlu in smaller parts like The Punisher, X-Men The Last Stand, and one of the seasons of 24. They all come to mind. I can never forget this Persian American actress's distinct, deep voice. I think no one can forget that. But this show really, really showcases her acting in what's obviously her best role as the frequently cussing like a sailor Avasarala. The writers really found a way in this episode and the previous episode to get Avasarala back into play and basically at what she does best. And that's advising the Earth's leaders during this crisis. And that's a great move. You got to have her back in there. Then we see Holden narrowly avoiding being blown up on the Rocinante thanks to Naomi's warning message. Yay, Holden lives to see another day. Was there ever any doubt? Yeah, not at all. That dude's got 9 lives. By the way, I miss Miller. It'd be great to have Thomas Jane back again as Miller in Holden's head, but maybe, maybe not. Side note, I did see in the credits that Thomas Jane directed one of the episodes this season, so good for him. Um, Meanwhile, Marco of the Free Navy, he orders Philip and Sin to space Naomi, blow her out the airlock, right? Clearly, Marco was wearing very thin on Sin because it made him openly defy him, yelling, "You do it!" Yeah, he's in trouble. Marco is a very charismatic leader. He's got the gift of persuasive speech, but obviously very narcissistic. And that's going to be his downfall. I think it's going to lead to his downfall. And personally, I can't wait for Marcos to bite it because Keon Alexander, the actor who plays him, he just plays him so well as a bad guy that I want to belt this belter. Seriously, he plays the villain very well. I just hate that character. Later, we see Drummer. She's forced to meet with Marco and play nice because he has all the leverage. And there's one scene where she sets up Philip quite nicely with her wordplay, causing him to slip up with a tiny little bit of information about Naomi. Very slick of her. So we'll see where that leads. Perhaps a rescue? So, and speaking of Naomi, I have to say I am not liking her story that much this season. I get it. She's a mother wanting her son out of harm's way, and she's doing what she can, and didn't work so far. Maybe it'll pay off later, but and I get that the story needed to take her there, but whatever. I still don't like it, and I hope it gets better. Anyways, all those scenes were great, but this was the Amos Burton show. There were several great lines by Amos while he was with Clarissa, and those lines were commenting not only about their current predicament, but also about it was a general commentary on civilizations and tribalism in general. I guess that really was the main idea in this episode because the episode's called Tribes, right? Um, when the two of them, Clarissa and Amos, were reflecting on if a little earlier they had taken out a doomsday prepper. Amos just nonchalantly says that Holden would never have approved of it, and he's right. He never would have approved of that move, and that he realizes he needs to get back to his crew. And I thought that was a powerful moment and line to end the show on because Amos is the most fascinating to me. I love the way they write him, and this season he's had more than several memorable lines, and the writers they just continue to portray him and show him to needing his crew as his moral compass, because frankly he is a killing machine with no remorse. So I really love the character, and I like what they're doing, and I love the actor Wes and how he's playing him. So anyway, so that wraps it up for this review. Hope you enjoyed it and enjoyed the episode as well. Uh, a very entertaining episode in the season 5, episode 6. Do you agree? Do you not? Comment down below. And for more videos from the Nerd Social, please go ahead and like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.